The hierarchy of vehicles has changed. The Gibraltar, when that was drafted, is no longer the Gibraltar we have today. I think between the number of developments, the number of the way that we are now moving into our new developments, or especially on the eastern side, the amount of roadworks, essential roadworks. Again, the sewage system is an essential one. So put all these things into play, and we cannot just forget about the vehicle. Of course, the ministry supports cycling and would love everyone to cycle and have this green Gibraltar where everyone is cycling, and that would be fantastic. But the reality is, how things presently on Gibraltar, we need to really focus on how do we make our transport system work for motor vehicles and cyclists at the same time.
Well, to be honest, I mean, Gibraltar hasn't changed that much in 3 years, but what has changed is a new minister for transport. So is it a question of different priorities for a different minister?
I think he's picked up a lot of problems coming as well. Again, if you take the Bayside area alone, there's 5 developments in that area alone. Then put into there was Tower Road and the developments on the eastern side. The amount of usage of vehicles and moving people is substantial, with roadworks, loss of parkings, everything else. I'd love everyone to cycle, and that would take away my problem. The thing is that people are not cycling. Therefore, it's about how do we make this work for everyone. Again, parking spaces, sustainable transport, use the bus more, and we're really pushing the bus. And we're victim of our own success. The bus is now overused, and motor companies on social media are like, buy new buses. It's overcrowded. We get it. We do monitor cyclists. We encourage cycling. We're opening the new cycle lane along Chatham Views very soon. We'll be having cyclists visibility along Northmore Road coming along soon. So, and we want the cycle network to continue. We'd love kids to cycle to school. Remember, we've also installed a lot of new cycling racks to put your bicycles, many outside schools, outside Chatham. We're encouraging cycling. We wish them to cycle, but a lot of people don't wish to cycle, and therefore we need to, taxpayers and people use of the roads, they also deserve the equal say and opportunity on how the transport system is used, developed, and maintained.
So are we going to have an updated active travel strategy then to incorporate this change?
We're going to have to look at changing it. Again, I think it focuses on cyclists, but as I said before, e-scooters is becoming an ever-growing proportion of who use our public highway, and that's great. Remember that for every scooter that across the frontier, that's one less motorcycle or one less car that's going to need a parking.
Okay, the subject of helmet wearing came up in the Viewpoint last week, and the former minister was very against enforcing the wearing of helmets. You said that the government is looking at it. Can you explain what that means?
Yeah. So we're taking the views of the general public to see whether we should look at to actually drafting laws. We've looked at it in the past. Again, we've been a little bit reluctant because there is some research, but the way it's looking is that we may have to draft and pass law making helmet usage compulsory.